rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. Something about my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. Yeah. Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions, movement sets me free. Finally I can breathe. Surrender myself and now let it taste so sweet. Yeah. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Something about my style. Can't let it keep me down. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Gotta stay in the now. Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down, no. Gotta stay in the now. Something about my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Yeah. Finally finding peace. Shatter illusions, movement sets me free. Finally I can breathe. Surrender myself and now let it taste so sweet. Yeah. Hoping I keep moving in the right direction. Gotta take the yin with the yang, it's all a testing. Open to the notion that everything is a lesson, and that we're always being sent another message. Traveling all terrain to gain perspective. Switch the view that said it's true that I'm defective. Been to hell and back, but I continue to stay reflective and give the wisdom all right back to the collective. Let's go. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Something about my style. Can't let it keep me down, no. Can't let it keep me down. Gotta stay in the now. Gotta stay in the now.
Hello, warriors. Hello, community. How are you all doing this evening? I just realized my voice is hoarse after church today. So I don't know. I guess maybe I need to rest my voice a little bit. I promise you, I told y'all last week, I'm still going to be doing my 15 minutes, right? So that is what I'm going to do because y'all know Forever Fly is coming on at 7 o'clock. Now, it may not always come on at 7 o'clock on Sundays. That's just kind of where we're starting it. We just got to see where the numbers and where the algorithms say most people watch. But for those of you who don't know, my husband and I are starting a vlog, sort of a YouTube channel called Forever Fly, Mike and Ruth. And it's really just to show that just because you're over 60 years old, which he turned 60 on this past Thursday, I'm already 61. I'll be 62 in a couple of weeks. But just to show that because you're in your 60s, that life doesn't end. And just to show people who are out there on YouTube, what healthy relationships look like, what our faith looks like, and just to show a fun side of us. So if you have not already, you can go to YouTube, and I think you put in the @ sign, which they say is which is like the A with the circle around it. But I think in typing, it was like a round. It was like a shorter way of saying a round, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, that's showing my age, right? But you put the @ sign, Forever Fly, all together, Mike and AND, Ruth. So that's Forever Fly, Mike and Ruth, all together. Okay, so how y'all doing this evening? Ladies, put your comments in there. Let me know who's there. Let me know how y'all doing. It's always so good to see you guys. Let me see. Hello, Crystal. Hello, Simone. Hello, Monica. Guys. Okay, listen. If this is your first time, make sure you like the page, follow the page, share the stream. Also, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button. Also, subscribe and hit that bell so that whenever I'm on, you are notified. Hello, Kathy Upshire. Hello. Thank you for being on here this evening. Yes, love to have you. Hey, Yolanda, how you doing? I didn't get to see anybody after church today. I'm telling you, my voice is like gone and it's so crazy. But I really wanted to come on here and just encourage you guys for this week. I'm sort of in that mode right now. I guess I'm really already preparing for our season of consecration, which is something that our church does every year during the month of Tishrei, where we separate ourselves for that month for a time of hearing from God. We fast, we pray, a time of separating ourselves to hear God, to pray, to seek Him, for miracles, for all the things during that time. Thank you, Simone, for sharing the stream. Guys, yes, you got to share the stream because y'all know I like to get at least 10 shares. So y'all got to share share the stream. Hello, Greta. I got to meet the guy, Tierra's guy, last week. But I told him, I was like, you ain't taking her from us. So I don't know. You're going to have to come to us because you ain't taking her. So you have to tell me what you think about that, what you think about him. Okay. All right. So I want to get with it because last week I just felt led to encourage you guys, not to give in to your fears, because it's so easy to do that. So if you didn't watch it last week, go back and watch last week because I don't have time to go into it tonight. Thank you, Crystal, for sharing sharing the stream. Whatever, Phyllis. I know you got something to say. I know it wasn't supposed to be that way. It was not. Okay. But listen, I think it's because I led praise and worship, and y'all know I ain't done that in like forever. So my voice was like, what in the world are you doing today? Like, you're killing me. So, but anyway, so how many times have you heard somebody say, yes, it was awesome as we prepare for consecration? It really, really was. It was, yeah, yeah. It was good this morning. He's a very nice young man. I like him. He enjoyed church. All right, good. Okay, see, but I'm going to know he's real, Greta, if he comes without Tiara. That's when I'm going to know he's real. If he comes without Tiara, that's how I'm going to know he's real. Okay? So, but anyway, so how many times have you heard somebody say, girl, just get over it. Just get over it. And this is not going to be long tonight, guys, okay? You heard somebody say, hey, Auntie Ellen, how you doing? You heard somebody say, girl, just get over it. Like, why are you still there? Just get over it. And it's so easy for us to say that to somebody when it's not us. It's not so easy when it's us, right? Because we can make excuses for why we're still there. But it's so easy to tell somebody, girl, you just get over it. And we don't realize, and kind of what I was, even in prayer this morning, when I was talking about being comforted, people who have suffered the loss of a loved one. And, a lot of times we, say, well, it's been, 10 years and why, you're still mourning that loss. Well, you never get over that loss. Like I've said before, my grandmother passed in 1985 and my mother still says that there's times where, something will happen and she'll be like, oh, I need to tell mother. That's how she referred to her mom. And so that's been 40 years ago. So, that thing is always there. And a lot of times we also think the death of something is just the death of a loved one. And it can be the death of a marriage, right? When you get divorced, when a person gets divorced, that's the death of something. That's traumatic because that's something you didn't go into a marriage thinking that you were going to get divorced. You went into it thinking, oh, okay, this is my person. And we're going to be in this thing for the long haul. We're going to do this thing. We're going to grow old together, in sickness and in health and richer for poor, all of that. So no one ever expects that they're going to get divorced. So that's the death of something, right? You may be at a job, and you've given your life, to that job. Maybe you love the job. You loved what you were doing. You liked the company. Maybe it went under. Maybe you were let go, laid off or whatever. That's the death of something. And so for somebody to say, oh, just get over that because it was just a job, that was a piece of you. That was a part where you gave your time to, you gave your energy to that thing. Maybe it was the death of a friendship. You thought that person was going to be your friend for life and that was your girl and y'all did all the things. Y'all been friends since, middle school or, elementary school or whatever. And then that thing falls apart for whatever reason. That's a heartbreak, right? And so that's not something that is easy to get over because then you're thinking the next time somebody comes in your life, you got, this wall built up because you're trying to protect I'm getting a whole nother thing now because you're trying to protect your heart because your heart was hurt and you don't want to go through that pain. So you built up a wall, right? So for somebody to say, just get over it. No. So we have to be careful first when we're telling somebody, girl, just get over that. No, because y'all have heard me say a million times, you can go from point A to point D and you're in a different place. You've moved. When people say, oh, just move forward, you can move, but you're still the same you. Like you've heard the saying 1,000 times. No matter where you go, there you are. Because a lot of people run. They want to go from, I want to move out of Louisville. I want to move out of this city. I want to move out of that place. I want to go somewhere else. I want to be around some different people, whatever. But wherever you go, there you are. So what I like to tell people is don't get over it. It's get healed. And how do you do that? You got to get healed from some of it, because you could just say, okay, I can jump over something. I can jump over the divorce. I can jump over the death. I can jump over the job loss. I can jump over the friendship loss. But I'm still me. So I got to get healed. I got to get whole. Just like in the Bible, the man that was at the pool of Bethesda, didn't mean to go there, but the man that's at the pool of Bethesda, and he been laying there for 38 years, right? His friends dropped him off. His friends dropped him off there because he couldn't walk. So you think about that. What was going on mentally? His friends dropped him off. They were gone because he said, when Jesus came and asked the man, do you want to be made whole? What did he say? Man, when the water is, stirred, I ain't got nobody to put me in the water. Somebody else always gets in there before me. So he been laying there. His friends dropped him off. Ain't nobody there to help him. He there's by himself. So what's going on in his head? He asked him, do you want to be made whole? Do you want to be healed? So that's the question. So how do you get healed? And I've said this before, yes, it starts with prayer. Yes, but it also starts with retrospection. What did I do on that to exasperate the situation? Because we're not always totally innocent in things. We like to think that we're the victim all the time, but a lot of times we are not the victim. Okay? Right. Changing locations is just changing location. Absolutely. I'm trying to read this. Let me see. Our parents were everything to me and my siblings, so everything that's happened since their passing. And I can't share with them, and I will never get over it, but I've learned to live without them. Yeah. And it's kind of like, I know I've got off just for a second, but his friends with tired excuses, probably exactly, Phyllis. But I remember, as a little girl, and I don't know why, but I lived with a lot of shame, and I don't even know why. Like, I didn't even do anything, like nothing necessarily happened to me, but I just lived with that. And I know my friend Chris, who's on here, probably won't even remember this. But one time we were out in front of her house playing, and I fell and I cut my leg, my upper left thigh. And I don't know what it was, but it was a pretty big gash on my thigh, and it was bleeding. And I covered it up, and I didn't tell her that I cut my leg, because for some reason I didn't want her to know that I cut my leg, that I felt like, I don't know, like she would think differently, or I don't even know why. But I was just like, I can't tell her that I cut my leg. Like, I was that kid that, I know I'm getting somewhere here real quick, but I was like that kid that if I went over a friend's house and I was hungry, and the mom might have been like, I almost missed his family ring the doorbell. Oh, okay. And I went over a friend's house, and even if I was hungry, and the mom might be like, you want something to eat? Here, like, something. And I'd be so hungry, and I'd be like, no, I don't want anything to eat, because I didn't want them to think that I was hungry. Like, this girl came over here, she was hungry, and she done ate up food. I know. Anybody else like that? Okay. But that was me. So anyway, so I cut my leg, went home, told my mom, shoulder, blood, all this blood running down, big old gash in my leg. And, of course, my mother, she got 8 kids. So she's just like, look, you ain't going to the hospital. We're going to put some mercury cone on it, and I'm bandage it up, and there you go. That's what we going to do. So, but because of that, of course, I tease her to this day, I still have a big old scar on my upper left thigh where my leg was cut. So that's the same way with when things happen in our life. It may not sting anymore. Kind of like what Simone was saying. It may not sting anymore. It may not bleed anymore. but you still have that scar as a reminder of what happened. Okay. I know, Phyllis, I know that's just me. But that's how, so when people are telling you to get over stuff, yeah, you may not still be bleeding. You may not be crying every day, but there still may be times where something happens where you want to cry. And that's okay, because it's a reminder. That scar is a reminder of what happened. So please, I just want you to be encouraged that to be where you are right now. And if you're hurting, it's okay. It's okay. And don't listen to the person who just says, girl, get on over it. Because whatever. Because I guarantee you, like I said in the beginning, when they're going through something, they are not going to use that same excuse for them. Okay? They're going to be like, oh my God, I'm going through all this. Okay? So when it's time and you feel it's time, yes, pray. You get counseling if you need it. Talk to a trusted friend. Journal. Oh, y'all be surprised how journaling helps. Read good books. Read the Bible, of course. So there's a lot of things for you to gain healing. Don't just try to get over something, because as Chris said, you're just changing places, but you're still the same. Okay. So gain healing. Let me see. I'm so over my divorce, but sometimes I still grieve what I thought my life would be. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I think, 6:17. I think, that a person is doing themselves a disservice and not being honest when they say, if they say, oh, my life has just been perfect all the way and I've made all the perfect decisions and everything has happened perfect in my life and I don't have any regrets about anything. You're lying. You're just lying. Because I don't know anybody who, if you're honest, does not have some sort of regret in your life. Regret just shows that you're human. It doesn't show that you're flawed in any kind of way. It just shows that you're human. And we've all experienced things, whether it was something that we did or whether it was something that was done to us. There are regrets that we all have in our life. And it's okay. All right. But the key is, what are we going to do? Okay. What are we going to do? Alone time is good medication. Oh, yeah. Now, I just told y'all last week about how I love my, being by myself sometimes. I do. A couple weeks ago or was it last week? When it was last week, when the World Fest was here. Okay. I had taken my mom to, me and Tony had taken my mom to Cincinnati for a few days for her to get away and kind of have a vacation. And we got back on that Saturday, I don't know, noonish, 1:00ish, somewhere around in that time. And I wanted to go to the World Fest. And I didn't feel like trying to call somebody up and be like, girl, you want to go and you want to meet me there? Ugh, I didn't feel like doing all that. So I was just so I told Michael Travis, I'd, unpack my clothes and put stuff in the washer. And I was like, I'm going up to the World Fest. Because I just wanted to walk around and, I like all the different foods up there and seeing all the different vendors and all that kind of stuff. So I was quite content to go by myself, parked in the Kentucky Center for the Arts garage and, went up there and walked around and, bought me a little necklace. Well, you can't see it, but, and had me a good old time. And when I was finished, I came on back home and that was good. So yeah, alone time is good. But listen, guys, don't fall for the okie doke. Don't listen to somebody who's telling you to just get over it. You be where you are and gain healing from it. Don't just get over it. Get healing. Okay? And y'all know the things to do. We done talked about it. So I want you to be encouraged this week. Okay? As things happen this week, because something's going to happen where you thought you was over something, and then something gonna happen. Like your ex gonna call you on the telephone and act like he trying to want to get back with you. You gonna be like, Negro, please. Okay. Something gonna happen. Or a friend who done broke your heart, they gonna be trying to refriend you on Facebook and stuff. So yeah. So something gonna happen to let you know whether you've got healing. I promise you, because we're having this conversation, something gonna happen. All right. That's all I'm gonna say. So be prepared so y'all know how to act when it happens. So next week, y'all gonna come on here and tell me what happened. Okay. So I want y'all to be encouraged. Y'all know I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I do. I love you. I believe in you. I love you. I believe in your dreams. Yes, I believe in everything that you are. But most importantly, I believe in your action. Okay. I believe in your action. So don't just listen to somebody who's saying get over it. Get healing. Okay. And then at 7:00, go out there and watch Forever Fly with Mike and Ruth. Y'all have to pray for me because y'all know my husband, Lord have mercy. I'm going to have to work on my facial expressions. I know people saying, we've been telling you that for years. But some things, it just is what it is. All right. So I love you. I love you. I believe in you. I believe in your dreams. But most importantly, I believe in your action. Okay. So I know I'm going to wear my shirt next week. I promise I'm going to wear my shirt next week. I'm going to wear, but I had to throw this on because we went to eat and then I was so sweaty. I had to get cleaned up. It's the closest thing I found. All right. And I felt like it was something else I know I needed to tell you guys, but now I done forgot it. I know it's y'all wait. Okay. But I love y'all and I'm out of here and I will see y'all in a little bit. Okay. Be blessed.
Finally finding me. Third eye opening up so I can see. Finally I can breathe. Loving myself and giving myself everything I need. Had some rough nights lately, but I'm feeling light. Sun on my face, wind in my hair, color so bright. Tryna smile instead of quick to battle on sight. Loving it now, choosing what's really worth the fight. Lust for the clouds, mountains, and the rain. Understanding through my dreams that there's a path to heal pain. Getting lit to stay lit, it just don't hit the same. Got so sick and tired of playing the game, yeah.